Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic. As always, we're back with leg 34 of the Infinite Flight World Tour, and that'll take us from Sao Paulo over to Rio today on around a 40-minute flight. It might be a little bit less than that, but it will most likely be around 40 minutes. We've got around 215 nautical miles to cover today, but it should be a nice one. It's very convenient flight time. If you're looking for a short flight, then feel free to join us here on the expert server today for this stream. That is, if you would like to, of course, fly on the casual training server. If you can't get into the expert server, then you're also welcome to do that, because, of course, the World Tour event is an all-servers event. But let's say some hellos in the chat. David009, Nemesis147, Apic, welcome back to the stream. Who else have we got? Southwest2115, MP3, Jinko, welcome back. Good to see you here. Member for 5 months on Captain. Awesome. Welcome back to the channel and another stream. JWB, hi Dan. It's been a while. How are you? I am very well, thank you. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Swavy081, welcome back. Good to see you back here. Dream Bigger, what's up? Welcome back to another stream. I'm not going to say hello to everyone. Wait, the stream started exactly on my dinner time, lol. Brilliant. You now have full entertainment for your dinner this evening, right? There we go. Yeah, as mentioned, we're in for a very short flight today. For those just quickly tuning in now, 59 if you're watching live. A very short 50-minute flight over to Rio today. Again, if you'd like to join, feel free to do so. I'm not going to stall for too long. I'm going to give it a pretty chill vibe today. I'm not going to be too wild. I was supposed to stream the other day, but due to the fact that I caught a cold and I've been relatively ill and bogged down, had a really snotty nose, I just chose not to. So I'm going to take the chill approach on this stream. Nearly back in full swing though. JWB, I'm fine. Thank you very much for asking. JWB, come and join us. Come and fly. Where are you? 23.1. It's not here yet, but it'll be here soon. Don't you worry about it. Let's go ahead then. The aircraft's pretty much already fired up. What we need to go ahead and do is just literally start the engines. So we'll go ahead and turn the beacon light on and start with engine 1. I taxied all the way down to pretty much the end of the runway so that we could have a very quick departure here today, so that we're not sitting on the ground for too long. Nicholas, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. So hopefully we can get out of here really quick. I don't really fancy sitting on the ground for too long. So with that said, let's fire up engine 1. You can see it's spooling up here. Let me see if we have got ground and tower, which is brilliant. ATC, thank you so much for your service right off the bat. Appreciate it very much. We're tuning into ground. There's no ATIS because we're currently having a few issues with that, but don't worry, we're working on it and we're hoping to get it resolved ASAP. Max, welcome to the stream. Gonzo, good to see you back. The famous word of infinite flight, soon. Yeah, definitely, it is the famous words. It's the most famous phrase ever. Ian, welcome back to another stream. Good to see you back here. What are you doing? Subham, we're flying to Rio today, but of course the 757 for leg 34 of the Infinite Flight World Tour. Right, we use flaps 5 for departure. Trim can go to 20, and we'll request taxi. Oh, Rowan's controlling. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Request taxi to a specific runway, and we'll go to 9 right. We'll get out of here nice and quick. Let's see. It's quite busy at the moment, actually. It's lovely to see. It's never too late to join the World Tour. We don't actually have that long left of it. Next week will be the final week of the World Tour, which is sad, but it's fine. That means that it's been going on for 11 weeks in total. It's an 11-week event. Insane. Absolutely insane. Right, towers are taxi to 9 left. So we'll just cross this runway and depart on 9 left then. I'll request a runway crossing here. Oh no, wrong one. No. Let me, I need to just say disregard that. Not cross. Okay, Rowan just know. Rowan know what I meant anyway, so yeah, there we go. Excuse a mistake. We'll go ahead and cross the runway. When you're crossing runways, make sure you turn your strobe lights on. It's very important to do so. There we go, crossing the runway then. Let's go ahead and turn off the APU. We don't need that anymore because the engines are up and running. Won't need to worry about our arrivals today here at Sao Paulo because it's not a featured area on the ATC schedule today. So it should be relatively quiet. The departure flow should be pretty smooth and fast. Of course, if you are joining and you're at the back of the line, then all I'd say is just expect delays. We might receive vectors on arrival as well into Rio. I won't be able to tell you though until we get there, so yeah, around a 40-minute flight. Let's slow it down. Go over to tower, request departure. 9 left, departing straight out. Just nearly press south then. Straight out. Just hold it here. Should get immediate clearance if there's no other aircraft on the runway. I'll leave the strobes on because we're more or less literally about to take off. There we go. Clear for takeoff. Let's do it. I'll wait till you're airborne to escort Southwest 2115, no worries at all. Just spawn at a local airport and come and escort me if you'd like to. Entirely up to you. Escorts are, of course, more than welcome. I really don't mind escorts as long as it's not a complete troll. Ian finally has pro again. Awesome stuff, Ian. Come tag along. We'd love to see you here. Right, here we go then. Go ahead and change this camera back. Flying in the HUD view as always. We'll do a rolling departure. We won't stop on the runway. Let's quickly calibrate. And we will send it completely. Full send up the runway. Airborne in 10 minutes. We love to see that. Even less than that. Around 8. What's the name of the plane? This is a Boeing 757 with the infinite flight livery. Right, okay. Here we go then. Winds are quite calm. A little bit of aileron here. And some right rudder. There, start to rotate. There we go, lovely stuff. Pitching up to 15 degrees, gears coming up. I'll let go of the rudder here. Really nice takeoff. Autopilot is now doing part of the work. We'll wait to 1,000 feet above ground level. There we go. Let's pitch down to 10 degrees, let the speed increase, and enable the autopilot. Bingo! There we go. Nice departure. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Any work in progress shots today? Not today, no. There we go. Thank you. Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for the service. Appreciate it very, very much. Let's disconnect from the frequency here. Hold on. Tune up the frequency. Thank you. Good day. There we go. Lovely stuff. Flaps coming up as well. Go ahead and engage LNAV right now. Now the plane's going to follow the flight plan automatically. There's 250 knots. We'll increase our climb rate to around 3,500 feet per minute. Cruising at flight level 250 today. It's not that far of a flight, of course. We're not going too far at all, so we'll cruise at a relatively low altitude at around 280 knots. We'll let the plane do its thing for now. I'll focus on the chat. Any giveaways today? Ian, there aren't any giveaways today. I will say this now right off the bat as well to everyone watching, because I know giveaways are always a fun thing on streams. No. The answer is no. Why? Reason being, tomorrow, the Discord's giveaway will be drawn. And 3 lucky winners will receive prizes. Now, with that said, if you would like a giveaway, head over there, join our Discord server, and hit the participate button, and you could potentially win a month to Infinite Flight Pro, a $20 merchandise gift card, and Discord Nitro. Super cool stuff. You can join the Discord server through the link in the description. Simon Webber gifted 5 Infinite Flight memberships. Awesome, love to see it. Simon Webber, thank you so much. Who have we got on channel members now? I don't think it tells you who. Oh yeah, gifted the membership. There we go. Stop Clotion, Abhick, Jamel, Villa Dudes, MST received memberships. Love to see it. Love to see it. Ice Phoenix, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Expect the escort now. Okay, I'm expecting you. Southwest 2115. There's 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead and turn off the landing lights. They weren't even on. That's embarrassing. Oh well, but let's just pretend they were on. You didn't see anything. They were on. Look, see, they're on. Now we're turning them off. We'll increase our speed though to 280 knots. Then we'll climb at around 2,800 feet per minute. We haven't got far to go till 25,000 feet, so... Hey Dan, I noticed your second channel called Dan. What are you going to upload there? Nothing. Honestly, nothing. It was just a random, spontaneous idea at the time when it was created. Nothing's going to be uploaded there, so don't get your hopes up. There's 280. You might cruise a little bit faster, but we'll see. Maybe 290. Will the flight Paris to London be streamed? JWB. Yes, absolutely. The final World Tour flight will most definitely be streamed. It'll be a good send-off. There's some giveaways there as well. 14,000 feet. Looking good so far. It's saying that we're going to arrive in 30 minutes and 55 seconds. That's going to decrease quite a bit as well the higher we get. So we'll see. We currently got like 22 knots working in our favor coming from behind us. So we'll see. Looks like we have Southwest 2115 in the F-18 just down on our left there. Escort will be up here shortly. Other than that, pretty nice. Really, really chill. Smooth flying conditions. And a really, really lovely short flight to Rio today. Let's see. Right, if you've got any questions, now's a chance. As always, chill vibes, Q&A, fire away, waiting for it. I'm happy to answer some questions as long as they're within reason, of course. I'll leave the view like this. And maybe we'll increase our speed to 290. Depending on how things look when we're at 25,000 feet. What's up, Dan? What's up? Good to see you, MCO _Aero. How long till you finish the World Tour? Ian, the World Tour will finish next week. Currently, it's to be confirmed when it will finish. I'll do some planning later on this week for the next set of World Tour routes. They're the final set of World Tour routes. But you can expect the Infinite Flight World Tour to finish next week. And then maybe we can do a new one in the future as well that features more of the Infinite Flight fleet, right? The idea of this World Tour was to, of course, take your own plane around the entire world. But next time we'll do things a little differently. Because flying smaller planes will, of course, allow us, like for example, like a TBM or something, will allow us to fly into much smaller airports. And fly to different places around the world. Thing is, it takes quite a while. 11 weeks is a long time for an event, so we'll see. Please someday fly in India. We've streamed and flown in India before. And if you're wanting an Indian event, this weekend, Rowan has created a Mumbai flyout event, which is looking really, really good. So be sure to check that out. You can find that on the forum. We'll, of course, post all of this stuff on our social media later this week anyway, so that you're all able to be notified about it. But how long is the flight? Swavey 081. We're looking at, right now, 25 minutes. It's really, really short. Really, really short. I've been banned in your Discord server permanently. How and who can I appeal to? I mean, I guess it really depends on the reason of why you were banned. If it's a permanent ban, I'm sure there was a reason for it to be a permanent ban. But I guess you can reach out to... I'm not too sure, maybe. You can just reach out to me on the forum and I can have a little dig into it and see why you were banned. Dan, can you make a house tour? Or an autobiography long? No. My life's not that interesting. If you're a fan too, put a heart. Nice. What is the new update going to drop? Of course, we're not going to tell you, and we never set release dates. We set internal release dates so we can use it as a goal to work towards. But we're not ever going to tell you when an update is coming in case we run into some last-minute issues. We've discussed this many times before, and it just comes down to that. Let's say, for example, the update is coming out in X amount of time, and then we get to that specific date and it's not ready, or Apple rejects the update, or a bug suddenly found that is a really, really big showstopper, then of course that will throw some complications right in the path, and it'll also disappoint all of you because you'd expect an update to be coming on a specific date. That's why we don't announce release dates. Hopefully the last flight of the World Tour will be on a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm hoping for it to be that JWB. We'll see though. Of course, I'm going to plan this stuff on Friday. I want to say Friday, later this week, basically. A350-1000. It's not being worked at the moment. No. Do you know when the next Infinite Flight update will come out? I have an idea of when it's going to come out. Yes. Of course, we know this stuff internally, but we choose not to tell you in case we run into problems. I noticed the profile pic of Aviator Dan looks like you in the thumbnail. Is that where you got the profile picture? Wait, what? I noticed. What's going on? Wait, you referring to me? The reason why the profile photo of Aviator Dan looks like me is because Aviator Dan is me. If you didn't know. Yeah, that's also my YouTube channel. It was just quite quiet at the moment. Lovely escort, Southwest 215. Did a good job on the left there. Right, okay, let's have a look then. I think it'll be fine, honestly. We're descending in 3 minutes. I think it'll be fine to just stay at the current speed. We'll just fly at 280 knots, and we'll turn on VNAV because we're literally going to descend in 3 minutes' time. Really, really quick flight. I'm not too sure if we have... Wait, let me have a look here. No, we're not going to... Okay, everyone, what's your flight plan here? You can see on the GL039 fix, or airway, whatever it is, it has an incorrect altitude. Go ahead and just set this to 0. Clear it. Now it's saying VNAV's in 6 minutes. That would have been a bit problematic. Dan, did you watch my short about you? Jesus Aviation? I haven't. Send it to me. Send it. I love videos like that. Send them to me. Just like tag me in it on Discord or something. Send it to me on Discord, on DM or the forum, whatever floats your boat. Will you do a giveaway? I'm sorry, not today. No giveaways today. Gonzo's losing his patience. Yeah. You've been escorted, Alberto 263. We are indeed. Try Infinite Flight World Tour with a joystick. We could try Infinite Flight World Tour with a joystick. Using Infinite Flight with a joystick is actually quite fun, although I just prefer to use it as it's supposed to be used. What's the cruising altitude? We're currently at 25,000 feet. 25,000 for level 250. Liver 04G, welcome to the stream. RFSYT Aviation, hey, good to see you back. Dan, have you seen the Discord emoji of you? Of you. Yeah, I believe there's a couple of me. There's one of me on the ramp with my high vis on. There's like my avatar on Discord, and then I think there's one of me pulling a really silly face, most likely from a stream on my own channel. I think. Is there a giveaway? David, there aren't any giveaways today. Like I mentioned at the start of the stream, if you're interested in getting involved with the latest giveaway, then you can join our Discord server. The link is in the description, where we are giving away 1 month to Infinite Flight Pro. This is for each winner, by the way. 1 month to Infinite Flight Pro, a $20 merchandise gift card, and Discord Nitro. If you're interested in maybe winning that stuff, head over to Discord and find out more about that. Can I also get a link to your Discord? John Wick, JR, Junior. The link is in the description. So feel free to click that. You'll be able to find it. Let me see if I can go ahead and grab the... Yeah, if you go to the description and go to the line that says be sure to check out... do you know what? I'll just copy and paste the link. There you go. Scenery's looking nice today. Nice blue water down there. Looking nice. Have you got anything big planned after the World Tour is done? Really, really good question. At the moment, no. There aren't any massive events planned. Might be some new events here and there. We'll see. Of course, right now, the priority has been to focus on the Infinite Flight World Tour. As you can tell, it's a very long event. It's been going on for 10 weeks now, so it's required a lot of focus. However, when the World Tour finishes, that'll open up a lot of time, a lot of spare time for me as well to look into different types of events and more of the events that we currently have, like fly-ins, flash flights, wacky racing, and so on. So you'll see. The events won't die down. There'll still be a steady stream of events. And of course, community events as well. Infinite Flight Finland 2 has been a member now for 15 months. That is awesome. Hello, Dan. I'm currently flying over the Atlantic. Where are you flying to? Finland. How many more legs will there be? I believe there'll be, after all of these ones have done, there should be around 4 or 5. Again, not planned. We'll see. Off the top of my head, it'll be 4 or 5. About to land in New York after a 16-hour flight. Was that potentially Singapore to New York or something? Do you, quote, brief a stream with the staff? For example, do you discuss the amount of giveaways with the staff that you're going to make? No, honestly, it's these things like giveaways. The streams aren't briefed, and they're not briefs on streams. There might be for some streams, like big important streams such as pre-release streams where we're showing off new features and whatnot. But for the most part, 99% of the time when I come on to stream like this, rarely communicated. I'll pop on, decide how many giveaways I want to do, and if I want to do any work in progress shots or whatever, if we do have any in the pipeline. Really chilled out. But when we do like staff panels, for example, they're all planned out. They're quite scripted, and we have a solid action plan of what to say and do on those bigger streams. Daydan, would you rather butter your landing or get your pilot's license? I would prefer a pilot's license. I could slam the landing if you're going to donate £10,000. It's entirely up to you. Hong Kong. I see Gonzo. Nice. Enjoy the rest of your flight. Can someone or Dan tell me from where and where I should fly tomorrow? The ATC schedule for tomorrow is, I think, like Jakarta, Bali, that sort of area. I'm not sure on routes, but that will be where the majority of the traffic is on the expert server tomorrow. So I would say plan a flight into there. How much money does Infinite Flight pay you? Enough? Yes. Here we go. We're descending to 13,000 feet then. Lovely stuff. Very quick flight indeed. 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗅𝗏. What? But I mean 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗅𝗏. 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗅𝗏 is very, very nice, by the way. It's a good Sunday roast. Can't complain about that. If you're a Brit, you have to love a good Toby. How's 23.1 doing? It's doing good, Aviator Booney. It's doing good. I should add 3D landmarks. I agree. There are a lot of features. Best believe. The thing is, like, just being as transparent as possible here, there are a lot of features the community would like to see, and a lot of features, of course, you'd like to see. Specific features, like, I don't know, rain, buildings, and all of this, like precipitation, all of this sort of stuff. If you want that, best believe that we want that as well. It's difficult, it can be difficult, there's some complications, but best believe we want those features as well. So, there we go. Yeah, actually, that's technically true. Gonzo said Kaitak has a 3D landmark. It does, the checkerboard. Yeah, if you class it as a landmark. Hey Dan, why is it not in the training server? Concord1602, good question. This is an all servers event, so you are of course more than welcome to join this event across any server that you wish to do so. Although streams solely take place on the expert server for professionalism. We don't like to mess around. We like to keep them looking tidy and nice, and of course it's a better experience. So that's why we stream on the expert server, because of course we have ATC as well and all of that good stuff. All of the goodies that you'd really like to have, so... I need to see what's going on here, actually. Let me open live flight. Have a look at our attendees. See how many of us are here right now. Nice! Looking like a busy flight today. Looking like a busy flight. Hey Dan, you should after the world tour make a series flying around, flying to the world. Hold on a minute, I'm reading this message completely back to front. Hey Dan, you should make after the world. You should make after the world tour. You should make. I know I'm definitely not reading this wrong. A series of flying to world's airports that have bad weather. Denver to. The thing is. AJ's Aviation Show, yeah, this is a good idea, and of course we could fly to airports like this. The problem is, sometimes the weather isn't always bad, it's not always predictable either, so it'd be difficult to say, if we wanted to purposely have a really turbulent event, how do we know that somewhere's really, really turbulent on a specific day if we plan this event ahead of time, sort of thing. Dan, did you create Infinite Flight? No. No, I didn't create Infinite Flight. I focus on community engagement here. Are you excited about crossing the Atlantic? Am I excited about crossing the Atlantic? When am I crossing the Atlantic? Oh! Duh, for the world tour. Yeah, it'll be nice. I'm more so excited to actually head back to Europe. Because that's where it all started, and of course mostly landing back at London Heathrow would be a really rewarding feeling. You know, flying around the entire world in one plane is a really, really cool thing. I've never done it before. This is the first time that I've done it, and it's a cool achievement. If you've joined us for the entire duration, then give yourself a pat on the back. Dan didn't create Infinite Flight, but Dan always makes Infinite Flight amazing. That's right. It's my job. My job title is actually on my contract, make Infinite Flight amazing. Just trust me on that one. Need to have a look at favorite 3D airport. My favorite 3D airport is Gatwick, 100%. Not just because I built it, but because of the bridge that's modeled. It looks really, really nice. Right. Let me have a look here, just to see how many attendees we have. Bear with me whilst I just count. Oh, that's all. That's not all servers. Sorry. Nice, looking good.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha
There we go. You're in active airspace. Please contact Rio approach on 125.905. Over we go then. Request approach. Rio. We want to land on the ILS. Let's have a look. I think it's 28. It is 28, yep. 28 on the ILS. What are you flying down? 757, of course, from Sao Paulo to Rio. Dan, are you excited to fly the Challenger 350 when it comes out? Yes, I actually am. At first, I wasn't, but it's looking really, really nice. And not only that, I find like executive aviation, right, and the private stuff actually quite interesting. I wouldn't mind flying private jets. I really wouldn't. If someone wants to hire me and pay me millions, then I'll be happy to fly around the world in a private jet. I'm sure anyone would. But yeah, I think private jets are cool, and I'm excited to do mostly custom routes. Of course, a lot of Infinite Flight is airliners and flying around the world to major hubs, but I'm really interested and really excited to fly to custom routes. It'll be nice. Continuous find, expect the ILS approach 28. We'll start slowing down soon. No, I'm expecting billions, yeah. No, even like take money out of it. If I could fly private jets for a living, who wouldn't? That'd be so fun. How long until we land? 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗛, we have around 8 minutes until we land. Not too long at all if we don't receive vectors. Might be a little bit longer than that, but we'll see. You'll get the Challenger 350 early because you're a staff member. You're lucky. I mean, it's definitely a privilege. But yeah, it'll be nice to fly. The thing is, like, having a little bit of a throwback here. Have you seen the Private Pilots YouTube channel? I've seen a couple of private jet YouTube channels. Yeah. What was he talking about? Oh, getting features early, of course. Yeah. The most broken plane that I've tried early, prior to it being released, of course, was the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗛. It was so funny. It was missing so much. There was no cabin. It was just see-through. It was a bit broken. There were parts all over the place. But yeah, it's worth the wait. It's worth getting finished features. Alright, let's slow down to 250. Hey Dad, I noticed that Swiss001 a while ago tagged your video saying your channel is Infinite Flight posts. Yeah, myself and Swiss, we were actually quite close. We don't really talk now, but we used to like talk Infinite Flight stuff and whatever back in the day. I love these stories about broken planes in Infinite Flight. Let's start slowing down. 11,000 feet. We don't want to overspeed. We don't want any violations, though.
Maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 28 approach. Turn left heading 360.
Wait, do you know 001 or not? I do know, yeah. I mean, let's face it, who doesn't? Captain Cameron, welcome back. Didn't see you there.
Air Force 2. Turn right heading 250. Maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the local.
Is this the shortest flight in the world tour, JWB? It could very well be, actually. I think it might be the shortest flight, yeah.
Turn right heading 180.
Dan, what do you prefer, landing without gear or people landing without their gear? What sort of question is that? I like to land with my landing gear, although I have done it once without. Ian said, since playing Infinite Flight, I've only had 2 violations. Nice, keep the count low, keep the count low. My violation count's 0 because I'm that good. How does your plane not flare up and down when you descend? Are you referring to when you turn off the autopilot, the plane might sort of like pitch up and down really, really aggressively? It's because you're not fully, correctly calibrated. So always calibrate. Always calibrate. Los Angeles, San Francisco, the United 757-200. That's it. That was it. That was the embarrassing flight where I completely forgot the landing gear. That is a pro pilot. Not pilot, pilot. I am pro pilot. Let's have a look around here. Scenery is nice in this area. With the airport, of course, down to our right. It's quite a big airport, actually. It's pretty spread out. Part H. Hey Dan, we took off when you were at cruising altitude. Are there still, I mean, I can actually see. Let me have a look here. Let me see if anyone's still chilling out at Sao Paulo. Yeah. Yep, there are still aircraft waiting to depart at Sao Paulo. Nice. It's because it's short flight. It's a really, really short flight, so. Dan, I have a few questions for you. Yeah, sure thing. Concorde 1602. Go for it. Fire away. I'll answer within reason, of course.
Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 28. November 227 Alpha Charlie.
Right.
United 6079.
We're descending to 5,000, following the aircraft ahead, which is 7 nautical miles away. Everyone should be following the star, which it looks like they aren't. Come a certain point, looks like we received some vectors. Only some. Let's go ahead and set the ILS for 28 really quickly. Click on the airport. Runways 28. Set nav 1. Nice and easy. Dan, what do you do for a living? I work for Infinite Flight. I work for Infinite Flight. The rest of the things I do, I just see friends and spend a lot of my time with Liv, which is fun. Well, did ATC tell me to turn to a heading, or? Oh yeah. Wait, no. Did ATC? Nope, I'm continuous filed. Let's concentrate here. The speed. That was really confusing then. VNAV. Speed 244. Nearly got a violation. Will you fly after the world tour? Zigzag ride for passengers? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not too sure. I'm also not too sure what's going on here as well with ATC. I can't tell if... I've not been advised that I'm getting vectors. And I'm only being told to descend to 3,000. Interesting. We'll just continue. We'll slow down to 200 knots as well.
United 6079. Please expedite altitude change.
Just don't really want to be cutting anyone up here. We've got an aircraft coming quite literally right towards us. Oh no, 3 miles, 2 miles. Yeah, I've looked at the ATC chat. I haven't been told to, I was told to continuous filed.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 28 approach.
Right, I'm just going to fly by hand. This is quite a tight approach, so I'm just going to wing it here.
Cabover 271 Tango Bravo. Contact Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Turn right heading 310. Descend and
5 miles of the aircraft ahead, that's absolutely fine. I'll maintain best forward speed as well, so the aircraft behind doesn't have to go around or anything. I'll see if I can close the gap with the aircraft ahead. We'll drop some flaps, so we'll go to flaps 15.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Maintain 170 until 5 mile final. Okay, right, let's slow down to 170. This is like Tom Cruise fighter jet style approach. Really sending it full send here. Very stable approach.
Mike Oscar India November. Turn left heading 090. Descend and maintain 7000. Echo Sierra Sierra India Sierra. Turn right heading 180.
I need to concentrate now.
Heading 180.
Let's get a smooth landing in here.
India Sierra. United 60 set Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. I'm trying. I'm trying. My plane's not slowing down anymore. Slow down. Wow, we'll drop the gear for drag. See if that helps. There's 170. Until 5 mile final. We'll roll with it. Won't use full flaps today. No need. Spoilers armed.
1,000.
Okay, let's concentrate.
Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Wilco, November 227 Alpha Charlie.
Let's see if we can do the smoothest landing with the 757. We've got a 9-knot headwind, so it could work in our favor. I'll see if I can land this as... I will try to land this as smooth as I can. It might not be the best, but we'll see.
400.
Might be a bit of a floater, but we're going to focus on smoothness here.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, yes! That was really, really smooth. Let's start slowing down. Wow, that was actually really smooth. Let's vacate to the left.
Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
That was too smooth, actually. It's quite concerning. Let's let's vacate here. A little bit of a long taxi to park in. But we'll roll with it and then just hop into the replay mode and have a look at that landing as quick as possible. It's great when you have the HUD. It is, yeah. The HUD is actually really, really useful. There we go. Vacated nice and quickly so the aircraft behind us can land. Get rid of the flaps and spoilers. Trim can go to neutral and we'll contact ground and request taxi to parking. Over to the lights. Let's turn off the strobes and landing lights and the APU can be fired up. There we go. We're ready to go and park. Dan always cares for his landing gear. I do. I always try to land very, very smoothly. Let's have a look. Zoom out a little bit here. I can kind of see ahead where we're going to. Okay, I'm going to continue ahead. Let's say thank you, good day to ATC. Slow down a bit. Follow this around. I hate long taxis. They're quite boring. Let's have a look. On my end, I need to go ahead and get up the channel members here for a quick shout out before we end the stream. Taxiing at 20 knots ground speed. Won't taxi much faster than this. The plane's quite wobbly when you go quite quickly, so... right. Channel members. Memberships. 2 members. Current Captain and Superfan. Right, we'll give a shout out to Captains and Superfans as soon as we park. Then we'll go ahead and watch the replay. That would be a nice place to park, just away from everyone. You landed without clearance. Did I actually? Oops. Oh no. No, I definitely had clearance. Did I actually? Yeah, I don't think I had landing clearance. I had approach clearance. Ah, I didn't tune into tower. I didn't tune into tower, did I? It's fine. You didn't see anything. We landed nice and smooth. Oopsie. Don't do a Dan, everyone. Don't do a Dan. You land without gear and you don't talk to ATC. Oh well. What we'll do, we'll turn left here. Video for great. It's fine. Allow it. Just allow it. Damn. Curious to wait, hold on a minute. If you turn the engines on, why are you turning on the APU? After landing, always turn the APU on so that it has enough time to fire up by the time you get to the gate, because then, of course, once you turn off the engines, the APU will keep the electrics running on the airplane. There we go. I'll just park on the right-hand side here. Looks like the gate's big enough. It might not be. It's quite a small one. I think maybe the gate's too small for this airplane. It's fine though. We'll just pull the plane to another stand for the next leg, right? Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and just wrap things up here really quickly so we can go ahead and watch the smoothness of that landing in the replay mode. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a second. Gonzo, just building onto the question that you have here, I understand about the APU, but why start it after landing and not during taxi? Here, well, quick, what do you do after landing? You taxi. That's why I start it after landing. I always start the APU once I've vacated the runway, flaps are up, spoilers are disarmed or whatever, all that sort of stuff. Then I start the APU and just let it fire up as I taxi towards parking. Regardless of how long the taxi is, I just turn the APU on so that it's done and I don't forget. Right, let's go ahead then and watch that landing. Let's see how smooth it was. And the airport loads in. Here we go. Right. Let's see then. Of course, it's a bit of a floater. I was purposely trying to float it to make it as smooth as I could. Let's see how smooth this landing was. And the nose gear, nice and subtle. It's not even down yet, and it's down. That was the best, I think the best 757 landing I have ever done and seen. That was really, really nice. Let's watch ourselves from here. We had enough runway to float it, let's face it. Look, just held it on the back. So good. That was a really, really, really nice landing, actually. I'll take that. Anyway, very quickly, shout out to the Captain Superfans here on this channel then. Passengers didn't know they even landed. Yeah, that's very true. Shout out to Tyler Flake, Dark Serpent Gaming, Jessen Lee, David009, Captain Sky Marshal, Lucas, Simon Webber, Grab, Not Cabinet, Jinko, Adam, Nick Masterson, Gonzo, Fonzo47, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, Josh K, Golf Hotel, Alpha Zulu Bravo, and Crazy B. Thank you very much for being channel members. And I'd just like to very quickly say, I didn't know who was controlling tower then. And arrived into Rio, but if you were the tower controller, I sincerely, I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry that I didn't contact you. It was completely unintentional. I was too focused on doing Top Gun style fast approach into Rio today. But yeah, hey ho, there we go. That's leg 34 of the Infinite Flight World Tour done, of course. The next leg is happening today at 2000 Zulu. If you would like to come and join that, click the link in the top line of the description to find out more. Anyway, with that said, that one won't be streamed, by the way. But with that said, keep the dirty side down. As always, take care, everyone, and we'll see you in the next stream.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Thank you. Good day.